Somebody wrote, did y'all hear Irv Gotti died yesterday?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, Jay heard. I did not hear this.
Yeah, he passed away yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That sucks. From what?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just seen that he, rest in peace, Irv Gotti.
Oh, well. R.I.P. Irv Gotti.
Yeah.
Irv Gotti.
Murder!
Yeah.
It's murder!
Got to do. Yeah.
Dr. Pepper?
Yeah. This Dr. Pepper's going down good. We made our own Dr. Pepper, by the way.
Yeah, it is going down.
Yeah. I feel all sugared up. like my daughter when she fucking eats candy and she's all like, eh. Yeah. And I got a couple cards to show.
Let's see them.
I don't remember if I showed these last week, so I'm just going to show them again. I have Paul Skeens is the biggest guy in fucking baseball sport like card collecting. Everybody wants to grab a fucking Skeens. I think I showed a couple of the other Skeens.
Yeah, you showed a couple schemes last
Oh,
week.
so maybe those are the ones I just put in the front. But I got two more out of nowhere. I grabbed this other big ass box. Like it's a big box with a bunch of cards in it and a big card. I don't know where I put the big card. Anyhow, it has like one huge card.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of the packs and thing, and then a sparkly pack. And while I was going through them, I ended up finding Ellie De La Cruz, which is a huge
Nice.
chase card everybody wants right now too. The De La Cruz, everybody's looking for De La Cruz right now. So a lot of these cards I'll probably end up using as trade bait when I go to any kind of show or whatever. Where's the Skeens with the sparkle? I ended up with this. Oh man, did I do all this and not put it in here? There's a Skeens that I got that's like a sparkly one. It looks just like this card,
Right.
but it's like, oh, there it is. This is the one I think I ended up getting out of that sparkle pack. I don't know if you can tell. First, I'll show you the base card of it. So there's this card, which is like the big chase one. Everybody online is always chasing this Paul Skeens card, you know? And then comparatively now, I got look, you can kind of tell. You can see it in the fucking thing there. It's like, it's sparkly.
Reflective there.
Yeah, this is whatever version of this one it is. These are obviously the more rare ones.
Yeah. Shiny.
I ended up pulling this one out of the sparkle pack.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. So now I end up all together with like fucking 5 or 6 Paul Skeens card.
Nice.
You know, I ended up with a Jackson Holiday, this kind of shiny, whatever card.
I like the shiny guy.
Yeah. Anytime that they're different than just the base, it's already worth more, right?
Yeah.
And for me, a lot of these guys, I might keep 1 or 2 of them, but I might use these mostly as trade bait for other cards. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's all I really wanted to show, because I think I showed all the other ones. Did we see that Jackson Holiday at the front? No. I was wondering if I had like a base version of that. But yeah, I have two of these Paul Skeens kind of shiny card, just like that Jackson Holiday I just showed. It all works out. Like it all works into good things. I might keep a couple.
Well, yeah, they're good for like adding if you want to get something.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep a couple. We have. We're going to
trade incentive
in a week or so. We're heading to flea market.
Yes.
To go see the card guy there, and I found, but we're going to both go. There's a new card shop that opened. It feels like it opened rather recently.
Right.
It's probably been open for like a year or two, but we just never really looked it up. So in the Durham area where we live out in the Durham area.
The D.
Yep, we're gonna go.
That's where your girl gets.
That's what your mama gets. But
D.
Yeah.
D.
Yeah. But we're gonna go check out the card spot.
Nice.
And I actually downloaded onto my phone this little thing. This guy who goes a bunch of card shows and does all these things.
Yeah.
And he put on like a little list of like things you should do when you go to a card show or a card shop. He was talking more of the card shows.
Right.
You know, I might as well regurgitate some of it right now because it might help somebody who's looking at this and interested in cards. I do have a bunch of NFL actually. I showed those last week. I could show it to you guys. I could show it to TikTok Live a little bit later. But anyhow, he says anytime you go to a card show, number one thing you go with is cash. Most people like cash. You can always do PayPal or whatever, but most people, if you got the cash in hand, they're selling you the card right there.
Yeah.
Right? And he says always bring your cards, you know? And in turn, the third thing was always bring a way to carry your cards. You know, he goes, it looks really like, he goes, it doesn't look great to collectors. I mean, ultimately, it doesn't matter if you have the cash in your hand, but if you're like, I got these, and you're just pulling them out of your pocket, and stuff like that. He's like, bring a little case. You know, this particular guy who was saying it, he goes to buy cards in bulk, and his job is to sell cards and buy cards and sell and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So he walks with this just like little rolly suitcase where he has everything fucking set up. You know, it's like it's like one of those hard ones too, because he goes, because sometimes he just wants to pull off to the side and sit. And he goes, it's one of these little hard cases I can just sit on, and I look through things and do things or look something up or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm probably gonna end up getting one of those like, little black briefcase looking things.
Yeah.
And I'm probably that's because I don't have that many cards if I'm going somewhere to trade.
Yeah.
And I'm not buying that many cards to bring home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll always be my knapsack and possibly that like little black case that looks like a case that people usually carry guns in or something. You know, you know that one?
Yeah, I know.
So it looks like that. And then he said, make sure and always have a phone and a way to charge it. Because he goes, the way you look up cards and the way you comp cards and stuff like that. He goes, so if you walk up to a table and somebody's selling something for $200 and you like the card, you can easily just go online, look at the comparables.
Yeah.
You know, if that guy's selling it for whatever, then you grab it. You know, if he's selling it for like market price almost, but if he has it marked up, then you know he doesn't really know what he's talking about, or he's trying to like mess with people or whatever.
He's trying to upsell you.
Yeah, trying to upsell. Or sometimes you look, he's like, sometimes you look at it and the card is worth 400 and he doesn't really know what he has. And he goes, that's why it's good to have the cash, because you say, I'll take that. You don't say anything else except I take that. He goes, don't try and get cute. You know, if a card is cheap and then, you know, like a card is $200 but it's worth $400 and you're like, can I get it for $150? Because then the guy will go look it up and realize that he has a $400 card.
Yeah.
And then not sell it to you. So he goes, if you see a good deal like that, whatever, cash in hand, bang, buy the card, do it. And he's like, always bring a pen and like some sticky notes and whatever, you know, so as you're comparing and whatever and doing whatever, you can, as you're looking up your own cards, even if you're some guy's trying to trade with you, but you look it up and you know what the prices are, just stick the price that you know what your card is worth on them, you know?
Yeah.
And then when you're kind of negotiating, you don't got to go back in the phone to looking up and stuff. So as you
can see, oh, this card's worth 400.
Yeah, and as you're doing stuff, you have your prices on there. So, and then when you take them back to another show, the sticky notes are all stuck on there already. So you know the prices of your cards, sort of. You know what I mean? Because prices fluctuate depending on how good players are playing and whatever.
Yeah.
But whatever. Like it was a good little 5-minute TikTok or whatever.
Right.
But I screenshotted a couple of things that he only had 2 pages.
Like the highlight points.
Yeah, the things that you should bring, and then like tips. You know, one of the tips was don't get cute. You know.
Yeah.
And one of the tips is you see a good deal, buy it, you know?
Yeah.
And then he's like, look at everything first, if you can. Like, if you're able to walk around the card. He goes, some of the big card shows, you won't be able to do it. But he goes, those little pop-up card shows that come, that only have like 100 tables.
Yeah.
Or 50 tables or whatever.
Yeah.
He goes, if you're able to walk around first and see what people have and whatever, and then make your second rounds.
And then you know exactly.
And you know exactly what you're looking for and whatever.
Yeah.
But he goes, all in all, even in the first round, if you see something and you know it's a card you want, you know it's a card that's gonna
then you take it.
He goes, buy it, because by the time you make your second rounds back, that card will probably be gone.
Wow. We know that. Well, I know that from Fan Expo.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh, this is here, first pass. What is here, second pass? Okay, we're gonna go buy it. Gone.
Mm-hmm.
So
one time you tried to wait till the next day. Remember that? The 3 Spider-Man?
Yeah, I was an idiot.
3 Spider-Mans all in one pack. And Jay wanted it so bad. You could see how much he wanted it. But only because you had spent a couple bucks already. You were like, Well, but you knew you were going to buy it tomorrow, so it's the same money.
I know. I should have just bought it.
You should have just got it. And it was real disappointing because we fucking beelined it right back to that.
It was gone.
That booth. And the booth had even changed. He had sold so much that he had put different things up.
Yeah, I was like, where is it?
Where is it? Fuck! You know?
It's okay, though. That is on the bucket list.
Yeah, that 3 Spider-Man thing.
If I ever come across it. Because it's from the movie.
Yeah.
It's all 3 different Spider-Mans. You know how it was in the very last one? Away From Home, was it?
Yeah. Where Garfield, the original one, and then the one that's playing now.
Yeah.
These 3 guys.
Yes.
Tobey Maguire is one of them.
Yes, Toby, and then the next dude. I don't know.
The next dude, he's with the girl.
Gwen. The one where he's with Gwen.
Yeah.
And then she
But
died.
then the new one, the one Tom Holland is the new one.
Yes.
Yeah. I say he's with. Oh, there he goes. Jaden hooked us up. Tom. I say he's with what's her name? What's his wife's name? She's a model. She plays the girlfriend in the movie, but that's his wife now or whatever.
Oh,
Shandaya or
I don't know.
or Zadea or something like that.
Yeah.
This girl. She's gorgeous, man, and she's so down to earth and cool and stuff like that. You know, like
She plays as Mary Jane, right?
yeah. No, not Mary Jane. Yeah, they just call her MJ.
Yeah, well, it's Mary Jane.
Yeah,
we know it's
but
Mary
they don't ever say it like her name is Mary Jane, but I guess yeah,
MJ.
MJ.
Yeah.
Because there's like I think Marvel or something has tried to fuck around with it before, and the name was something else. The name was Mara Jade, or you know what I mean? Like they said MJ, but it wasn't actually Mary Jane. Everybody knows it's supposed to be.
You're right.
But anyhow, they tried to fuck around and do something like that in one of their movies. Zendaya, that's it.
Zendaya. Well,
she's fucking awesome too, man. Like I love her. Like again, it's hard to like her too much because she's a kid.
Yeah.
Sort of, but she's in her like mid-20s or something. But she's still a kid to me.
Yeah.
You know, because I just know her as like this kid. But the thing is, she's so
MJ.
Yeah, she's so cool and like she's down to earth. Like I like her interviews. She's like I like people who interview well and swear a bit and they're just like normal people.
Right.
But they're actors. You know, they're not like
they're
high up on themselves and whatever.
They're down to earth. That's
Yeah.
what it is. They're not trying to put on a show.
Yeah, and
I find a lot of actors act.
Yeah.
They play this
Persona.
Yeah,
They
this
have to
alter
be
ego. They have to be whoever it is that, you know.
Yeah. They have to be this like high up actor and behave a certain way or whatever.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
like regular people who wear
just be yourself.
who wear fucking baseball hats and go to games and do craziness and yell and cuss at the game too because they're vexed.
You know, sometimes you wear track pants.
Yeah,
You know,
and that's why I always like Mila Kunis because she would like. There's an interview where she's talking about she went out to she's a huge baseball fan.
Yeah.
And she was out at a game and she's wearing a hat and stuff. So, but she got so into the game and she's like, "What the fuck?" And she's cussing, whatever. And then I think at one point she turned around and there were like little kids behind her. And she was like, "Oh shit," you know?
Yeah.
They're just but she got so into it.
Yeah.
And that's the type of person I like. She's just a regular person who was out there and she's a multi-millionaire.
Yes.
But she's still down, like deep down, she's just a regular person who wants to just fucking do regular things. She doesn't go out and be like, "I'm Mila Kunis. I have to behave a certain way. I have to be all done up all the time for everybody to see me." And you know, there's certain people who are like that.
Well, there's certain people that need to be like that because when they're not done up, they're ugly.
Yeah, that too, I guess, right?
Yeah.
And Mila Kunis, love her. She's not one of them. And the Zendaya girl, she's awesome too.
Yes, she is.